Okay, Pi just had an update like 2 days ago. Uh, I got a request that the videos might be a little too long, so I should just stick to the key points and factors. So, uh, things that interest me. At this point, you should understand what a cryptocurrency is and what the potential is for Pi to a degree. You should understand that other cryptocurrencies have a limited supply. Pi is determined by the activity of the users, and thus more pioneers join, more coin is added to the reserve, ever growing with time and population. Uh, this means like uh, Bitcoin has an inverted economic model. You know, little bit of people knew about it, they can get a whole bunch, and then toward the end, it eventually closes off bottlenecks, and what's there is there, and that's uh, that's not fair. That's not Pi's goal. Pi's goal for everybody to have uh, basically a fair distribution. Yes, this scarcity is going to be created, but that's just to keep sustain the price and keep like a type of inflation or devalue down. Um, one thing's I want to point your attention to is the Stellar Network. I believe it's XLM on the stock exchange. I hope I'm getting this all right. But if you love Pi and you think you're going to get wealthy from it, great. But I want to direct your attention that most wealthy people are diversified. So why not start? The app is called Coinbase or Prime XBT account, and that's how you can buy and sell cryptocurrency right now. Um, the correlation is that if you had brought Bitcoin in 2011 for say $100 and waited to this very point, the ups and downs, pitfalls, the scare, you would be looking at things like $6 million, and that's a very achievable factor given the integration of Pi and Stellar networks and the long-term stability, the social aspect, how much popularity Pi has gotten worldwide. Um, Pi still has things to work on. There's bartering and utility. I don't know how to say this, but it's in the white paper. Um, Most of this is. So a similar opportunity for the bartering is for Pi members to engage on like a Twitter or an Instagram or in like an auction house atmosphere, with links and videos, but not just for marketing or market or profit, but it's so that we can tap into as a community each other's collective wisdom. If you're mining on your phone, you're here with us. This is video for you, basically by you, if you want to look at it in the broad scope of things. The collective wisdom, this is a good point that was put out to me. The collective wisdom of many is what keeps us all on the forefront of this evolution into a new era. So I just want to share that. Now the bartering and I think it's utilitized. I don't know. It's really early. Uh, and I got a lot of things to do, so just gotta get ready for the day. Um, let's see the bartering. Okay, so there's a bartering like I guess maybe I messed that up, but it was like 3 in the morning when I was putting this together, so awesome. Um, anyway, there's a bartering marketplace, which is separate from what I just described as like the Twitter kind of Instagram. Uh, but the bartering marketplace is meant to be like a virtual apartment or mall where point of sale can take place. And inside this mall or apartment is a few rooms with their unique services. Uh, you know, all giving a distinct and different impression of somebody somewhere in the world. The question is what makes you unique? What do you have to offer that is of value to someone else? And in the laws of mathematical energy, in the laws of mathematics, energy is never lost. Pi is like synergy in motion. We, the pioneers, move, shape it how we wish. Even the logo and the colors, they were voted on by us in the beginning. These are things that are, this is not just so some people can make a profit or buy things or sell things. This is so everybody has a chance to put their unique selves out there, and if you apply yourself with drive, determination, or passive aggressive behavior, whatever it takes for you to get to where you need to be, the marketplace is going to be open for you, and it may do well, it may not, but you should be doing something that you're passionate about, that you're interested in, that brings you joy, because by bringing you that joy and that fulfillment, that's where your wealth comes from, not your riches. That's where your wealth comes from, and that's important to make the distinction between both, because they're not the same. They are really not the same. Let's see. Another thing that was in there was Pi's governance model. It's a two-phase plan. All these things I'm talking about are things that are evolving and have not made a foundation yet. Not these are things that we need as a community to build, and that we need to evolve and correlate with each other so that it becomes a reality. That's the aim of Pi, is to reach your potential and fulfill it. And by fulfilling it, the community grows, you grow, and we become stable and more united. The Pi governance model is similar to the Articles of Confederation, which was a failed 8-year plan that the founding fathers in America were trying to create a sustainable government. So after 8 years, it failed. Whatever they built it, however they were thinking at the time, that did not work for what the achievable aims were of the conscious mind of the collective people. So, since it did not work, out of those ashes, the seeds of the Constitution were planted, and it's upheld today, in spite of all its abuse, and that's another matter. But I'm not going to get into that here. So the provisional government model, basically what they're trying to do is, the power's in our hands. In online, in real world, the Pi Core team's going to try to organize, or we can even try to organize, meetings all over the world. I mean, this is actually in the white paper. They want us to physically and electronically meet up, input, engage, digest as a community. All the suggestions will be made. Sure, disagreements will be reached. Let's look at that part of it. But in time, the only thing we need to really remember is our personal agendas or feelings are really only welcomed if somebody else can learn from them. If you can't keep, you disagree with somebody, you can't keep that animosity inside you, and it turns into a negative factor because of another group, or a group of people see things different, then you're really limiting yourself, or they're limiting themselves, and you can't take that frustration with you when these meetups happen, online or in real world, because by understanding why or how they see something different than you, is helping you understand yourself, your goal, your aims, what you want to achieve. But by letting them continue on their way without trying to force to convince them your way is right or their way is right, you don't know. Nobody knows. That's the point of evolution. You don't know what the outcome is, you just know the interaction needs to happen. But if you let them continue on, then that's the main goal. That's one of the main goals. It's for Pi's future betterment, not just a personal or individual, beliefs, or I don't want to say belief, but if you're not focused on Pi itself growing, if you're not focused on the community of Pi, or let's take a step out, the conscious up here, what we're all thinking about, what we all want, what does every person want in their life? Okay, love. Okay, how do you achieve it? Well, it's not a physical thing that you get a hold of. It's something that you have to have from within. So if you have, love from within yourself, and you direct it toward another person, then, and not be selfish with it, then I think that's, the aims of these constitutional conventions is, if we go there and when we go to these places, meet up these places, that's, well, I'm running short on time here, so I'll just say this. The government for Pi is being built. all those other things are being built, but what the question you have to ask yourself right now is, what's being built by you for the pie community, and what are you building for yourself? Think about it. And if you want to put comments on here, I don't care, that's fine. You can get a hold of me through one of the formats. But, either way, keep mining, and, hope some of this information reaches you, and we understand the white page a little bit better together. Oh, the inspiration, I was asked. The inspiration for this was I came across a Facebook group that I'm in, and somebody was posting that Pi was going to be online for, within the next 60 days. It'll hit the exchange. That's false information. That's just so you can get your viewers up or whatever on Facebook. I don't know how that works, but if you're spreading lies or false information about the very thing that is trying to grow and evolve, you're just hindering its growth. It's time for that way of thinking, that selfish, self-absorbed way of thinking, to be abolished. And as a community, we have to stand behind that. And like I said, consciously, as a group, find out what's hurting us and move. There's only two options in life when something hurts you: move past it, or how's it bad? Get over it mentally. Just get over it. It's done. Or you grow over it, which means, yes, it hurt you. You put it inside and you put a little scab over it, and it's always there, but that's what you're perpetuating yourself forward with. And try to stay positive. So, I hope this video helps. And to all my non-American contacts out there, I'm sure you'll appreciate it. So, you're welcome.